There you go. Hey guys, Jason here, jasonsmetal.com. This video is kind of a multi-purpose video, but the main purpose is I'm here with one of my closest friends who I consider a brother, Eddie.
Hey there.
Say hi to Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
And so the highlight of this video is really just to talk about our Nightwish experience. We saw Nightwish here at the Ritz in Ybor City in Tampa, Florida. Now, Eddie, we saw them last year, man, in Orlando.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, last year we saw, and you guys probably caught my video of that, we saw Nightwish and Sabaton and DAlene open for them in Orlando. But now this show, this was this Wednesday night, we had Nightwish, Sonata Arctica, which is another favorite band of ours, and DAlene was there as well. So, you know, that's the main purpose of this video, just to we're kind of hanging out on the patio here, playing some acoustic, drinking some coffee. It's too early for beer, but we will have that coming soon. And just want to chat a bit about the show. So, Ed, I'll let you take the reins here, man. What were your thoughts on let's start out with DAlene.
DAlene. Well, I'll tell you, DAlene was the band that I was looking the most forward to. I had previously seen them last year. They opened up for Nightwish.
Yes, Nightwish.
And I had never heard of DAlene before. So, you know, opening band, really wasn't expecting that much. They didn't let us in the venue.
Oh man, yes.
So we until DAlene had already started playing. So I don't know how many, we maybe missed 2 songs, something like that.
Yeah, I think we missed first couple songs. So.
But I was really impressed with DAlene last year. So now I've had a year to like go check out all their albums, and I know the songs fairly well. So I was really excited about seeing DAlene again, even though I knew that they were, you know, they would be opening up. So it'd probably only be 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so. But man, they brought it again, and they had this new guitar player that they didn't have last year.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her name, but
she's only like 24 years old. But I think she's been touring. Yeah, I don't remember the name, and I'll be sure to put it in the description. And I'll probably blog about this later, so we'll be sure to put her name in there to give her props. But yeah, she was pretty good, man. Pretty good stuff.
It was really cool to see another female guitar player up on stage, and they were without their bass player. Because I found out that his wife was actually having a baby, so he had to fly back home. Yeah. But great set from DAlene.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, and then Sonata Arctica came on after that. Now, I think you turned me on. You or Tom, one of you guys turned me on to Sonata years ago, and we actually saw Sonata here in Tampa about 10 or 11 years ago, and they were in Ybor City as well.
Yeah.
And so they put on a good show then, and I thought this show was great. They put on. I haven't really been listening to a lot of their later stuff. I really like their earlier stuff a lot, but you know, the show, they played a lot of older stuff at this show.
They did. You know, they just came out with Ecliptica Revisited not too long ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is like a re-recording of their very first album. It's 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I actually like it. I think it's more listenable than the original, even because it's, you know, 15 years later. It's mixed better production qualities. You know, the singer, he's been singing those songs. What's his name? Tony
Capco.
He's been singing those songs for 15 years now.
Oh, man, yeah.
So he's tweaked them over the years, how he does them live, and yeah, really killer album. I mean, that was a great first album.
That was a great, yeah. I love their earlier stuff, man.
Yeah.
And they did a good job of the show. I thought, you know, again, they played the earlier stuff. I think they played one newer song, but they put on a great performance, DAlene and Sonata both. And then we get to the headline, which is why we're there, Nightwish.
Nightwish,
yeah. Well, I can't say we're there just for Nightwish.
No.
You know, I think had any of those other 2 bands, DAlene or Sonata, came without Nightwish, we would have still gone to see them. So Nightwish comes on the set. Let me back up 1 second. You know, Marco, the bass player for Nightwish, he came on the set with DAlene because he actually recorded the vocals for one of their songs. So when DAlene was on, like their 4th song or something like that, here comes Marco, coming out on stage and steps in, to the mic and sings his piece. And that was, man, the crowd just went crazy when that happened, man.
Yeah.
So that was a really, really capturing moment. But Nightwish comes on the stage after our two opening bands, DAlene and Sonata, played, and they delivered, man. They deliver every time, and just a phenomenal show, man.
Really was. Nightwish is always just a blast. I mean, that's the second time we've seen them live.
Yeah.
But I've seen plenty of live footage of them, on YouTube.
Yeah, story time.
Oh yeah, the Showtime story time.
Yeah, Showtime story time. I love that, man.
Cool. But yeah, love Nightwish. What? Oh, and then it was their last show of their tour.
U.S. tour. We actually saw their last show of the 2016 U.S. tour for Nightwish. Now I think DAlene and Sonata, I think they're going to play some more U.S. dates, but Nightwish is going back to Finland. So.
And it was kind of cool. Nightwish is kind of moody, somber music for the most part, but at the very last song that they did, I can't remember what the song was.
Oh man.
But the very last song they did, Tony, the singer from Sonata Arctica, comes walking out on stage while they're being all moody and somber, and he's brushing his teeth and he's just kind of walking around, checking everything out. And it was pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
You could tell they've had a good time on the road for this tour. So.
And the fans of all of these bands, which are all you guys watching, man. I love you guys, man. The fans of this style of music are just amazing. You see people from all walks of life there, pretty much. You see people from, different countries, different backgrounds, and we just all come together. They have a love for this style of music, a passion for the style of music, and it's just a great environment to be in. So.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some of this out there, but when we were kids, we would hear about band feuds on the road and that kind of stuff. So like, oh, you like, and then the fans would separate. It'd be like, you like Motley Crue? Well, they're in a fight with whatever.
Guns N' Roses, and I remember those days. Yeah.
I haven't seen any of that.
No, we haven't seen any of this stuff.
In this newer kind of music.
No. And I'm sure if you're traveling on the road with someone, it's kind of like being married to all those people on the tour bus. So I'm sure you bump heads from time to time, but it's it's really like a family, like a close knit family there with the band members and the fans alike. So great show, great place to be. I want to touch on one more thing, guys, and I have my friend Eddie here. It's the first time he's been on my channel, but Ed and I go way back. I'll tell you a little history. Eddie's actually the reason for me joining my first real band, which was way back after high school. We graduated high school together, Tate, in Pensacola. Mm-hmm. I'm from Pensacola. Eddie lives in Pensacola. I live in the Tampa Bay area here, about 6-7 hours away. And Eddie will come down to visit for major shows like this, which is very cool. Time for us to hang out. But we started connecting after high school. He introduced me to my first band, which he was managing that band, and a lot of history there. But we just became really close friends ever since. We've actually played in a couple bands together, way back in the day. So that's kind of our story. But I wanted you to talk quickly about your business, about your I don't want to call it a business because that sounds kind of lame, but Eddie has gotten into pipe smoking over the years, and dude, you've got a really good thing. So just share with us some of your experience with pipes here.
Yeah, so pipe smoking has become, it was a hobby that turned into a passion, and that passion is now, I've launched a small business with it. So I'm really excited about that. I have a pipe channel. I'm involved in something here on YouTube called the YouTube Pipe Community. And you can check out my channel there if you're interested. It's Haunted Tank 75, which has absolutely nothing to do with pipe smoking. But maybe we'll drop that link down.
It has a lot to do with haunted tanks, though.
Yes. I've always, Haunted Tank.
It's a cool name. Yeah.
Ghosts and tanks are like as metal as you can get, right? So.
Indeed.
Anyway, I used to read a comic book that featured the Haunted Tank from World War II. So that's where that came from. It's kind of my tag. But yeah, so I've been making pipe smoking videos for the past couple of years. And I had smoked a pipe off and on for 20 years before that. I used to smoke with my great-grandfather. And he wasn't the best teacher, so he smoked pipe for 80 years. But, old school, he wasn't into showing me how to do it. So I had a lot of false starts, no pun intended, and burned my tongue out and all that kind of stuff, trying to figure out how to keep a pipe lit, and I'd get all stressed out about it because it's not like smoking a cigar. It's very different. There's this whole ritual that you have to learn, and it teaches you to slow down and be patient. So anyway, that's kind of what my channel's about, and really what my website is about. It's called the Pipe Nook, and if you go to thepipenook.com.
We'll add it to the description. I'll throw it in
Cool.
there too. So
I have kind of limited the playing field of choice for the new pipe smoker and the new pipe collector. Currently, I'm only carrying 3 brands of pipes. That's going to change fairly soon. And within those brands, I carry certain lines of pipes and certain shapes and finishes. You can go onto some bigger websites, and the amount of choice for a beginner is just staggering. I
it's
mean,
overwhelming,
it's
I'm sure.
paralyzing. I know for me getting started, I had no idea what to spend money on, like what brands to buy, what brands to trust. So I'm kind of, everything on my site, the whole point is if I carry it, it's because I personally smoke it and I can recommend it. So I carry things like I have this Rossi Vittoria pipe. This is one I brought from my collection, but I carry these on my site.
Very cool look too. Yeah.
I think these are, this is the cheapest Rossi you can get into at $48.
Yeah.
And then I have here's a Savinelli, which is kind of the big brother of Rossi pipes. I carry the Savinelli Roma series.
Very cool.
And then if you just want to try your hand at pipe smoking, not spend a ton of money, you can get into something like this, the Humble Corncob pipe, which, Jay, I'm going to leave this for you. This is my
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, I actually smoked this yesterday. I'm not a big, not a big pipe smoker, but it is kind of a relaxing time to be out here on the patio with an acoustic in hand, a cup of coffee, and then the pipe. That is a really nice flavor to some of this stuff, man. So
Oh, yeah.
that was my first experience yesterday. So
And I carry other things like accessories. I've got some pipe tampers and things like that. So, but yeah, come check it out, thepipenook.com.
cool. Well, guys, thank you so much again for watching. I really appreciate all your support. Again, the Nightwish show was awesome. We'll do it again next year. I'm hoping they come again next year to Tampa, the Tampa area, or at least Orlando or something like that. So, Ed, you and we're gonna do some beer tasting later today. So stay tuned for my next few videos. I'll probably tag our beer tasting events at the end of some of my guitar exercise videos coming up over the next couple weeks. So, thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Keep it metal.